So we're talking today about barley, malting and brewing. How do they work together? What is barley anyways? My name's Chuck, YouTube channel, Round Van Buren. Now, barley is a grain. There's a bunch of grains. Barley, wheat, rye, oats, rice, they're all grains. So barley is this all-purpose grain. It can be used for lots of things. It can be used for feeding animals, making soup and bread. But this video, we're talking specifically about making beer from barley. So only certain kinds of barley are used to make beer. And if you're into beer, then you're probably familiar with some of this already. Now, different parts of the world, they grow different varieties of barley, and the popular two-row varieties of barley for beer are Synergy, Copeland, Fraser, Violetta, Endeavor. There's more. And what about this two-row versus six-row? Well, for you and me, just go with two-row. Why is that? Because brewers prefer two-row barley since it has a higher malt extract. So barley is unique among grains because brewers will actually track a good or a bad product all the way back to the farm and variety it came from. Now, what about this relationship with malt? Well, barley grows at a farm. We're seeing it here. Oh, and there's other grains like wheat and rye that can be malted. But for beer, mostly it's all barley. This is barley waving in the wind. And after they harvest it, we're talking about taking barley and converting it, changing it into malt. This is done by softening the barley with water and allowing it to germinate. And next, with the brewing, you're taking that malt and soaking it in hot water to release the sugars, which makes food for yeast. The mixture will ferment and turn partially into alcohol. This is a maltster from Michigan. His name is Larry Judge. Mitten State Malt. You can find it on Facebook.
So I'm a small maltster up in the Lansing area. I'm a veterinarian by trade, but I got into malting just out of sheer craziness. But mainly because my family farm, when I was young on the dairy, we grew barley. And so I've always kind of had a interest in barley. Always have had an interest in beer, thanks to my Irish and German background. Whiskey, too, as I've gotten older. So the winters, as you can see, it's got a real head start here because it was grown, planted last September. So now it's going to be ready to harvest in probably very early July. And as Brooke will talk later, we can double crop soybean behind it even. Can't do that with spring. So we've kind of evolved to two main varieties that I've malted of winters, and that's Violetta and Calypso, both German varieties brought over here. Violetta has worked best for me, so that's mainly what I think we're growing and malting in Michigan right now. All the Violetta I've got right now was grown in the thumb of Michigan, which is a good growing area. But I think it will grow elsewhere. I'm planning to plant it at my family farm in the Mount Pleasant area this fall. It malts really well. Calypso is a little harder to malt, and it doesn't have as good of a germination long term.
And he prefers winter barley, the Violetta variety. And he's also tried the Calypso variety. He says that Violetta's worked best for him, and that's mainly what they're growing in the Michigan area that he's in. Larry says that he's going to plant Violetta in his family farm this coming fall. He says it malts really well. Calypso is a little harder to malt, and it doesn't have as good a germination long term. So he prefers violetta. Again, my name is Chuck. The channel is Around Van Buren. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Thank you.